All right, so it says we are live. So welcome everyone. Today is Friday, which means it is our weekly visionary reseller coaching program session. Today I'm super excited to have our special guest, Darius Santos, who is the co-founder of Dubb. We've been talking about Dubb all week, and of course, I'm always transparent with you guys. I just discovered Dubb last week. I mean, I've heard about it. People have been using it. I kind of demoed it about a year ago, and I thought, wow, this is really cool. I just didn't have a use case for it yet. Then I went looking for the solution. Someone else recommended Dubb again, and I was like jumping on board. So thankfully, Darius is here today. He has made himself available the first half of our Q&A because I know that I am not the expert in Dubb. And I want to provide an expert for you guys because the software is super cool. Even in today's, like this week's training, there's no way I can tell you all of the amazing things about Dubb. I've just barely scratched the surface and I'm already amazed. So thankfully, he's going to be here to answer all of our questions. But I wanted to make sure that everyone knows how to join the Zoom meeting. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen here. First of all, you want to make sure to go inside of our membership area. And if you're brand new, of course, you want to start here. You can watch this video that I shot with Dubb. And then you can also see all of the different resources available. But to get access to the Friday session, it is members only. So you want to make sure to go over here where it says Friday group coaching. When you click that, you will come to this page here. Make sure, this is super important, make sure that you enter in your membership email address. If you use another email address, we don't know that you're a member. So you will not get access to the Zoom link. You'll get access to the YouTube link, which everyone can watch online, but you do need to be a member to join us in the Zoom meeting. And since we're talking about Dubb, if you guys want to create a free account of Dubb, you can go to myvisionagency.com/Dubb. And they do have a free, totally free. So cancel Loom, thank me later. And then if you do want to upgrade to any of the paid plans, you can use the promo code 50 off to save there. Thank you so much for joining us, Darius. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me, Bridget, and your audience here. Thank you. So, guys, I'm super excited here today. You'll find out I'm super excited all the time. People are like, "How much coffee did you drink?" or something. Like it's just like that all the time. Well, I'm the expert here today, but I'll also let you guys know we do a session like this every single weekday live at 10 a.m. Pacific. So anyone that ever wants to talk about video on anything related to business development or stuff, just come and ask. We make ourselves available for that training session every single weekday because we're big believers in our own product and our own tool, but video in general. We also know that there is a real fear, right? It's one of those phobias like spiders and stuff. People have a fear of public speaking. And I believe there's a transference of that to camera, being on camera, because it's kind of like public speaking. So I know those fears are very real, and I know there's other technical and whatever. So I just want to let you guys know we are used to dealing with that audience of people. Like our one of our biggest groups of people is our real estate agents. Average real estate agent is 50 plus, not super tech savvy and doesn't, necessarily want to be in front of the camera all the time. So we're used to dealing with people that it's a bit of a hurdle for them. So if it's not a hurdle for you, great, it's going to be even easier. But do know that even if video seems like maybe a challenge or an aversion, or you're like, I'm scared, we have some resources, guys, to help you get over those little hurdles. So just be aware of that.
And that's such a good point because it's being on video is a learned skill. Okay.
Yes.
So people
Yes.
are so shocked when I say I'm actually a super introvert. And the very first video I shot, it was just a simple video from my car. I did it before work when I still had a W-2 job. I shot the video 3 nights in a row in my car before I was brave enough to post it. And
Right.
I literally thought that people were going to I was going to go into work and they were all going to laugh at me and say, "You are so
You.
dumb. Your
Yeah.
video is so stupid." And it was quite the opposite. I actually made a
Opposite.
sale. Yeah, I made a sale. And then the next video was a little easier, and the next video was a little easier. And now I'm 1,200 plus videos on
I,
YouTube. I just don't even think about it anymore.
Right. No, and that's it too, guys. And what I'm going to show you today is this kind of this integration of video into your daily process. That it is a big change for people, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say hey, it's just like super easy because it's like becoming a cold caller. That was difficult. If you guys ever went through that, like picking up the phone, calling strangers, and getting decent at that was not easy. It was a journey. But if you did get decent at it, it likely went and fed you and your family for whatever. It became a new tool. So that's what I encourage you guys to put on that hat of thought, which is okay. This is new. It may be I may be averse to it or something, but other people are doing this and succeeding with it, and it is not that hard. In the end, at the end of things, I'm going to show you guys it is actually technically very easy. And once you get over those little kind of internal struggles, like Bridget just mentioned, and like we all feel, I can promise you it gets so much easier. So just be aware of those little things before I show you some stuff here.
So
Cool.
true.
Well, I'm gonna share it real quick and just jump right in, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
So here we go. Guys, this is really the concept of Dubb. I'll start with just sort of Gmail here, but the concept of Dubb is we want to use video to replace regular text-based communications. So good place to start is an email, right? We've all sent emails. Now, instead of coming in and typing emails, guys, really quick, there's a preface to this. There's a rising problem that some may not be aware of, which is the increase in AI generated copy and the increase of automation. Those two things in tandem are leading to a massive influx, a great increase of text-based messages being sent via email and other channels, LinkedIn and stuff, through automation, because it's become very easy to generate some decent copy with AI, a lot of copy, and then send that through automation. And that's what a lot of people are looking to do. Now, the bad news is that there's a lot more noise to sift through. The good news is video is a way to instantly cut through all of that noise. So here's what this actually looks like, guys. I have a little button inside of my Gmail. It's available in other places as well, so I'll discuss that. But the concept is I can insert or record a video to share in a message as simple as that. So I just clicked the button to insert an existing video. This one was for someone named Robert. But the idea here, the concept is we're using video to communicate. And you can see in this example that has Robert's name, this is instantly going to differentiate you from 99.9% of the messages that are in your prospect's inbox right now, right? Very few of them have ever received a message like this. And it's going to create an impression above and beyond what your competitors are doing. And frankly, what everything else in their inbox looks like, right? So this is at its core concept what Dubb is all about. Adding video to your messages, emails, text messages, DMs, automations, bulk sends, all of which are possible. Now, this here is not the full video. It is just a preview. And there's some strategy and thought behind why I included this bit of preview that I did. And I'm actually going to give you guys that right now. So that's the concept, right? Adding video to your message. This thing I'm going to show you right now is actually that strategy that I showed you. This is a combination of the Dubb mobile app that I'm going to show and the website in order to get that little thing. So the Dubb whiteboard here, Dubb mobile app, sorry, has a whiteboard, this thing, digital whiteboard. If you have a dry erase board or fantastic handwriting and a piece of paper, that's great too. But this is easier. We actually designed this feature because I have terrible handwriting, and this worked so well for us and our clients that we wanted to make it easy. So I'm going to pretend I have a video for John here. This is a lead. This is an opportunity. This is a referral, someone that I want to make this kind of powerful first impression for. So I'm going to press record right here inside my email. I'm going to say, hey, John, it's Darius. Just wanted to put a quick face to the name. I actually wanted to do this video because there's something I wanted to share with you. It was made just for you. And in fact, it's going to tell you exactly how we're helping professionals like yourself accomplish amazing things this year. Now, I know it's a little vague, but I can promise you this is very interesting for you. It comes right after. It's very short. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. In fact, once you watch this video and think about some things, there's some buttons below. You can email me. You can book a time in my calendar. You can even read some other testimonials and case studies of how others like yourself have succeeded using our services. So thanks so much for your time and looking forward to hearing your thoughts. Something generic like that. I was intentionally very generic there, guys, because anything could come after that and it would be relevant. So this is what I just introduced to you guys is the concept of adding a video to a message. And I also gave you this strategy, which is we call the face to the name, where you're sending a individualized, a personalized video email for a contact, in this case, someone named John. Now, that is just one idea here, which is just a video of ourselves. But Bridget mentioned Loom here in the beginning, guys. If you are not familiar with a tool like Loom, this is where you provide visuals. This is where you're going to provide an insight. There's really countless opportunities of this, guys. If you do proposals, if you do contracts, if you do presentations, any of those things are perfect opportunities for a tool like this. And I'm just going to pull up a couple. So one will be an invoice and one will be a presentation. So I'm going to pull up both of these. And now, instead of just sending the link to this presentation, right, for them to go sort through and understand these slides and figure it out all on their own, what I might do instead is record a video of this presentation. So I'm going to go into the presentation. Now, instead of just them, it's going to be me here presenting it. And if you guys are familiar with Loom, it's like Loom, except for on steroids. That's what people call it. It's like Loom on steroids. So here's why. First, there's just a lot more webcam function. So let's say if your background is terrible, you don't actually have to worry about your virtual background. You can kind of zoom and pan into where your background isn't relevant anymore. Or you can use a virtual background. Size, shape, location, all of which are completely customizable. So that's the first piece, is you being a part of the video. The second thing here is the annotation tools. So you could say, guys, there's 3 things I want to cover in this presentation. And the reason I want to cover them is because they are the most important parts of this presentation. So you can see what I'm doing there is I'm just doing different annotations to make things very clear and direct as I'm asking people to follow along. So these types of advanced annotations, the webcam function, guys, there's also a teleprompter. Now, I don't encourage the use of teleprompters unless you really, like for an advertisement or the script is just so specific and you want to stick to the script without, breaking from it. I'll usually say try to speak from just your own memory. It's more authentic that way. But sometimes you need one, so it's available. And it's auto-scrolling, adjustable font size, speed, all that, so that it's accustomed to your reading and speaking style. And then there's multiple clips. So like I can record my first presentation, my first slide here, guys, say, hey, this is slide number 1. And now let's go ahead and proceed. Pause. So there's clip number 1. And then I can go back and I can go to slide number 2. And then I can resume, record screen, and go record slide number 2, just like this. 3, 2, 1. So now here's piece number 2, guys, the second part of the puzzle here. And the idea here is I can go and make progress. So I don't have to do everything perfect in one video. I can make progress. I can reorder, built-in editing. I can trim and stuff like this. So this, guys, is the second type of video, which is a visual. And now I'm giving one example here for a presentation, but anytime you're doing a proposal, guys, I have multiple studies and case studies showing when you send a video with your proposal or your contract, you're basically this closing step, your proposal signing ratio is going to increase significantly, 10% or more. And in the case studies we've done, it's actually like 50% or more. It's as high as 50% more responded to proposals, more signed invoices. So this is another really good use case. That's a daily sort of use case. Questions. And then, guys, if you have a website or anything you'd like to show, like if you have a website that's maybe hard to use or a platform, a product, any of those opportunities are perfect for using the screen recorder. And one last thing I'll show you guys with this, another prospecting method. So I showed the face of the name version. This one here is where if you're doing anything on LinkedIn, which I know a lot of us are, we would use their LinkedIn page as the prospecting vehicle. So like I come onto their LinkedIn, I press record here. I make sure that my little bubble is a part of the screen next to theirs. And then I record a video right here on their LinkedIn page. It's similar to the concept I showed you with the face to the name. When I go to share that message, That's what they're going to see, is their LinkedIn profile. So again, there's really countless applications for the screen recorders, and regardless of whatever your business is and whatever you're doing, right? Prospecting, nurturing, training, all of which can be very, enhanced with a tool like that. So this is the first part of Dubb, guys, the creation tools. I'm going to do just a little tiny pause here. There's also a mobile app, guys, with the same teleprompter, multiple clips, lots of really cool stuff on the mobile app, music, voiceovers, all designed for the same stuff, making those quick videos or maybe a little bit edited videos. But I just wanted to pause and check questions, see if there's anything. I'm going to proceed now to a second piece, guys, which is actually what happens when you record. There's a whole landing page component, website piece that I want to talk about. So Manolo, okay, yeah, I'll put the link there. This one, no, you don't have to be a member for the training one here. Dubb.com/T. That one is available for everybody, and it's every single weekday at 10 a.m. Pacific. And can you edit every step of that presentation? Yes. So you could, if you wanted to edit individual steps, you would just record one step, go through the edit process, and resume. If you wanted to upload each step and then edit all at once, you could do that as well. You would just record the full video, merge, and then continue to the edit step. So yes, in either case. Good. Okay, guys, if any other questions on this idea of recording, we have made it as easy as possible to record videos by adding these buttons, shortcuts, integrations, basically everywhere. There's a button inside of Gmail, inside of Outlook, a button inside of LinkedIn, inside of the base version of High Level, inside of Active Campaign. Lots of different platforms will have the button available. And there's also the extension and a desktop and a mobile app. So it's literally wherever you are. Instead of typing long messages, you can press record instead. Now, let's come back, guys. This is part two. You guys saw me make this video for John. Now, what happens every single time you make a video? Dubb is going to build a landing page, a one-page website for every single video that you record. And how this website gets built is based on your goals and what you're trying to accomplish. In this example, this is a Dubb example, so obviously everything is Dubb branded. When you guys use Dubb, even on the free trial, you'll be able to upload all your own stuff, your own logo, your own watermark, your own background images here. So this example here, guys, is what I would call a generic prospecting or generic lead nurturing, business development. Because what did I say in the script? I said, hey, John, it's Darius. I wanted to put a quick face to the name. And so right below this are the options that I mentioned. I said, hey, check out this video. Let me know your thoughts after it. After this video, if you're interested, I said, in fact, once you watch this, there's some buttons below. Book a time, read reviews. That's what I said, right? You can see in the captions. And so right there, book a time. My calendar is automatically connected to my video for them to book a time. My success stories are automatically connected to my video so they can come look at all the case studies. They can even send a video back to me. They don't have to download or sign up or install anything. So guys, if you don't have good video testimonials for your business right now, today, you can come use Dubb on the free trial and collect video testimonials from your audience. They don't need to download or sign up or install anything. You can send them a video and collect a testimonial from them with one click. So the point is, these buttons, these are called the calls to action, and they can do anything you can think of. So it can be call me, text me, email me, download my attachment, my PDF, my document, book a time in my calendar, my Go High Level calendar, my Calendly, whatever it is. Of course, go to any website, fill out a form, fill out your Go High Level form, or fill out your whatever form, any form, Dubb form. So the buttons, there can be as many of them or as few of them. And this, guys, I introduce you first to the concept of Dubb, which is adding a video to a message. That's the first concept. The second concept is adding all of the best assets, options, activities, things to your videos automatically to save you time and to increase your conversions. So instead of spending time building landing pages with calendars and videos and stuff, that's done instantly. And instead of multiple messages and then providing calendars, you have your calendar instantly available. And finally, guys, this playlist here. One more time, I'm going to review the script. What did I say? I said, hey, John.
To put a quick face to
I said, wanted to put a face to the name. And I wanted to share a video with you that tells you exactly how we're helping people like yourself. Comes after this. And so after this custom video that I made for John, it rolls automatically into,
we're going to show you how
the pre-recorded piece. So another quick pause here, guys. If you've done business development, lead nurturing, outreach, any of these steps where you're trying to grow your business, you'll know that the majority of your message is often repeatable, right? You're providing the same value or service or product to different individuals. So that value proposition is essentially the same for most people that you would reach out to. So instead of repeating that part of your message over and over, where I'd say, hey, I'm Darius, I want to introduce myself, tell you about Dubb. Dubb does this, does that, da, 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 da. I can avoid that. And I can say, hey, Darius, I wanted to reach out because I work with CEOs and co-founders and founders and owners just like yourself, small business owners, to improve their sales by 200 to 300%. Does that sound interesting for you? Let me show you something. Basically, keep it short and personal instead of repeating everything that I would normally repeat. So this is the idea with the playlist here, is instead of repeating yourself, you can add parts of your message automatically, just like I did here. So I say, hey, John, want to introduce myself. Check out this next video. And then it goes into,
we're going to show you
the thing I wanted to share with John. And then after this 90-second thing, it goes into testimonials
150%
automatically that were collected with Dubb, by the way. And we just put some text over the top. So this whole page, guys, that you saw, these buttons, these videos, all this design, this whole landing page, this whole website was created instantly as soon as I recorded this video for John. Now, everything on this page, guys, this is what I would consider a generic business development page. And the reason I say generic is because the success stories are generic. It's for 10 different industries here: SaaS, wellness, insurance, my testimonial videos. There's 10 different industries here. So everything on this page, and this explainer video, this is an explainer video for anyone doing business. So everything on this page is generic. But what if I wanted to reach out to somebody specifically? Or what if I have a different product I want to sell? Any of those use cases are an idea. So what I'm showing you guys is I'm changing one switch. And I'm just going to add a little backstory. Dubb has a lot of successful clients in higher education, in admissions to be specific. So admissions, using video like this, they get way more students in their school. So what I just did is I changed the switch from my generic Darius to my specific higher education. Now, when I look at the video, you can see everything on the video changed at once, instantly. So before, it was,
hey, John, it's Darius.
Before it was the generic example, generic explainer, generic testimonial, generic case studies, generic background. Then I switched one button and it changed everything. Now it's all specific for the college campus, for admissions. So college campus back there, explainer for admissions, testimonial from admissions, case study for admissions. So this is the second concept, guys. Concept number one, add video to your messages. Concept number two, instantly package those videos with all of your best assets to give you the best chance of succeeding and saving you time and while doing so. So whether you guys have different products, like it's product A, product B, or maybe you reach out to different types of customers, customer A, customer B. Or lastly, maybe you guys have different stages in your sales cycle, which everybody does, right? Maybe now you're going for prospecting, you want them to book a time. But what about if they purchase and now they're happy? What should you do with a happy customer? You should collect a review and a referral from them, right? So now I'm going to switch the preset one more time, the template, and you're going to see now it all changed again. for leaving reviews on Google and app stores and testimonials, etc. So this is the second concept with Dubb, guys, is using the technology to improve every video and save you time automatically. Now I know that one's a little more advanced, guys. So I'm gonna pause again for that piece. If it's doing this, don't worry. We provide training one-on-one, and you can come attend as much other training as you like. And there's pre-recorded videos for everything else. So if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, like a fire hose situation, I understand it's a lot of information in a limited time. It's like watching a movie in 20 minutes or something, right? It's hard. So if you're feeling that, don't worry though. There's a slower opportunity here. There's one-on-one we offer for every customer, or we'll be with you for an hour, just setting individual things up. So, okay. Questions, guys. I'm just going to read through here. The last one's from Manolo presentation. Yes, you can edit them. Ray, for those of us who use a teleprompter, yes, it's worth the price of admissions. We have built in the teleprompters to every device. In fact, if you guys are on iPhone, unfortunately, Android, they have a limit on their technology right now where you can't use the voice recognition and the recorder at the same time. I don't know why they have that limit, but for iPhone, they don't. And you can actually, there's a full voice recognition teleprompter like this. So I'm going to select my script. There's my script. Now I'm going to press record, but it's not going to start the teleprompter until I start speaking. So let me see if I can spotlight.
Yo, that's crazy.
Like this here.
That is insane.
Let me record it really quick. Okay, here. Anyway, I'm on a beta version of the thing, so I have to reinstall it, but it's full voice recognition. You just start talking and it's going to recognize your voice. So I'll come back to that. I have tons of tutorials on that as well.
That is going to be dope, dude. That is awesome.
Yeah. No, it's a game changer for teleprompter pieces. It makes it a lot easier. I wish it was on every device right now. It's not working as well on the Mac PC or Mac and PC. It works perfectly on iPhone, and Android has a weird block where you can't do both at once. So I'm sure they'll switch it soon. So it's coming to others.
There's also the virtual background and the blur of the background when you're using the mobile app. That's super cool.
Yeah, exactly. Those are both available as well. One of my favorite things I've seen our clients do is they will go put the person's business, the person's location, something relevant of the prospect as the virtual background when they're doing their video. So it looks like they're in front of the business or in front of the website or in front of the whatever, and it's, they're back there. So yeah.
That's smart.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Got some more questions. Are there built-in tutorials? There are built-in tutorials. And let me show you guys this thing. The support is so important for us. I'm the co-founder here, and I want to build our platform how I want to engage with other platforms. Like I want the resources, I want support, I want to be able to speak to somebody. So let me show you guys this. First, every section that you visit on Dubb, automations video, whatever, there's going to be a tutorial video that pops up right here explaining exactly everything in that section. So you can't not see the tutorials. Secondly, there's our little bubble right there. It starts with an AI. It says talk to the AI. The AI is very smart, guys. We're training this thing like crazy. And in fact, we're giving you your own AI just like this. I'll explain more on that in a moment. But so first, they'll ask the AI. If it fails, there's a button to talk to a human. So we're just one click away. We're not trying to hide behind the robot or anything. Trust me. It's always one click away to talk to a person. So, but the AI does a really good job and it does it instantly. So that's why we have it first. If you're searching for anything, just ask. It'll give you the answer to the article. Or if you'd prefer, you can just literally search for anything. It says 130, but that's just general. There's hundreds of articles that cover every single thing on Dubb related to Dubb. Just for example, just type in Outlook and you'll find articles with videos and tutorials and everything there. So we're huge on demand support. Now, there is also that live training I mentioned. You can join it right here. It says Meet Live training, where we promote the heck out of this thing because we want you guys to come. We want you to come as often as you need. Come join us every single weekday at 10 a.m. Pacific for live training. So live training, live chat, and on-demand tutorial video and article available anytime. So yes, we're huge on support. So good questions there. Manolo, are the captions automatic? Yes, you can do automatic closed captions. It's part of a template. So it's whether or not you want them to be automatic. How long can one video be? It will depend on how it was recorded. Oh, it did a peace sign thing. It's a Mac. I was scratching my face, but I did it that way, so that's what that was. Anyway, how long can one video be? It'll be dependent. If you're using your rear-facing camera, I think there's a 3 GB upload limit, guys. So if you're using a really fancy DSLR, that's probably not more than, I want to say 20 minutes of footage max, probably less, probably 15 or something. iPhone rear-facing camera, probably not more than 30 minutes, probably not more, probably less, probably 20. Front-facing, probably 30 or more. Screen, you can record your screen on Dubb for well over an hour. Can't do 3 hours, that's probably too long. Zoom, like an hour-long Zoom webinar is like anywhere between 1 and 2 gigabytes. So you could do an hour-long Zoom recording and upload that to Dubb. You can do an hour-long screen capture on Dubb. That's probably max. So good question. Greg Russell, good to see you, brother. Yeah,
hey, man.
Awesome.
In a long time, your hair's a little lighter.
Yeah. Small world. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'll just say this, guys. I've been with Dubb for a very long time. I actually have a testimonial video on their site if you look in the agent. But this guy and his team there, he's been around helping people with this technology for years, and I highly recommend it if this is something you're interested in. You guys cannot go wrong with Dubb. So just FYI, you got the Tech Jedi stamp of approval.
Oh yeah, right on, brother. I appreciate that. And yes, he's a appreciative customer. We got his testimonial featured on there. Absolutely. So and like I said, that we that's not a paid one. We're all transparent here. It's all legit. So
I
cool.
did Greg's testimonial video, by the way.
Nice.
It was after I created my account. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Right. Like, oh, yeah, I know this guy. Yeah. Cool. Okay, let's keep running. Appreciate that, Greg. Thank you very much. And guys, you'll hear that all the time in the live too. The live session we do every day. There's always somebody in there that's like, I can't tell you how much we appreciate these people, because we want to help people. It's like the Zig Ziglar thing. I believe in that. I want to help people. And I say this, and it's true too. If I could give it away for free, I wish I could and still have be able to take care of my family here, I totally would. But I can't. We got to charge something, guys. We got to keep the lights on, electricity and whatever bills to pay. So anyway, Manolo, I have an issue with restream background. Do I need a graphics card for virtual background? I will say, guys, virtual background, Zoom has mastered it, right? They're a multi-billion-dollar company. They did really good on virtual backgrounds because they really needed it to work. If you even look at other people's like Instagrams or TikToks or whatever, their virtual backgrounds are not 100%. It's not as good as Zoom's. They're very device dependent. So graphics card, physical, actual background, in your front-facing light, all of those variables will affect performance of virtual backgrounds. So a better graphics card may lead to an improvement in performance, but I will tell you, on this same exact device, I will have totally different virtual background performance depending on my actual, because before I had a white wall behind me and it was perfect. It was like near perfect. With this behind me though, it's terrible because I have a little fossil thing. I have a bonsai tree thing there, and it just, my hair, it just breaks a lot. So yes, very variable dependence on graphics. We did add that option on Dubb stuff so that you can just zoom into your face if the virtual background is totally not going to work. You can basically hide it. So Rick, question on testimonials.
Okay, on a testimonial, is there a way that you could have like a checkbox that just says I authorize such and such company to use my testimonial? Because I have to have that.
Yes, we have a consent. We have a specific type of form that's, because a form to take different options, right? You can fill in the blank, drop down, multiple choice. We have a specific type of form you can create that's consent checkbox. Yeah. That is a box that allows them to consent to a message that also has a link to your terms and conditions. You can incorporate that to anything on Dubb, on a page. So for you, they would have to first fill out that consent form before being presented the testimonial button.
Yeah, okay.
But yes, very possible within Dubb. Cool.
Thanks.
I know your AI is good for Spanish voices. How about the closed cat? Yes. So Manolo, the captions are provided by assembly.ai, which is basically one of the industry leading providers in the automatic closed captioning. They're one of the top dogs in automatic closed captioning. So yes, from the testing we've done, I've seen it do really, really good with French, Canadian, Spanish, Portuguese and German, and I think one or two other languages I've seen it personally do really well with. Like their native language speaker said, no, this was really good. So should be perfect. Yeah. Spanish is different though, right? There's Mexican Spanish, Spain Spanish, and I think there's a distinction in the AI where you select that. So good question there, Manolo. Let's see, next one. Is it an international platform? Yes. Yeah, international. So I think we have a block in Indonesia, guys, because we had a lot of just weird actors coming from Indonesia, just people doing weird stuff on the platform, to the point where, like, okay, we have none of our customers are selling to Indonesia. None of our customers are in Indonesia. So we're going to block the country because it's just overall every other country outside of Indonesia is open though. So, yep, international clients, global. Okay, guys.
Next.
Sorry, Bridget.
Sorry, Tony had his hand up.
Yeah,
If you want to go though, Darius, I
Webhooks.
know that you.
No, I'm okay. I told my other team members to cover my sub, so I got a few more minutes. I have one more section. If you don't mind, Bridget, I don't want to steal the show
No,
here.
you're good. You're good.
Okay, cool. Tony,
I wanted to ask about webhooks.
yes, Bridget and I actually had a conversation preliminarily about this webhook. I talked to my developer about this morning, and we have some really good improvements coming to webhooks. What is your specific question on it?
When
Tony.
you were going to integrate them.
Okay, yeah. Okay, perfect. So we're talking, Bridget actually showed me something specific that High Level was doing with webhooks, where part of their automation, part of their workflow is we can pass a webhook outside of, like, it's okay, trigger something, email gets sent now as a final step, pass the webhook outside of it. Or a webhook could be the trigger. So it's still early days. What actually, Bridget, based on my discussion with my developer this morning, he's like, just give me two really good use cases so I understand context. And I was like, I think we covered one in the video, but I want to just talk to you about it. And then Tony, this is opportunity for you, my friend, as well. I'll put my email in the chat. I'm very available. You come speak to me every weekday, guys, just about. Darius at Dubb to, I don't see it. Oh, there's everyone. Perfect. Tony, shoot me an email and say, here's two use cases I want to do with webhooks, with Dubb, with automation, with other systems, whatever. The better understanding, more context we have, the better my developer does of building the features, because he'll even come up with his own ideas sometimes and be like, well, based on this use case, we added some extra stuff. So, Bridget,
I was mainly thinking, like, it's such a great product. If, you know, a lot of us are agencies, if this is something that we can offer to our clients, we can also maybe have a way to charge them inside of that platform.
yeah,
You know,
well,
like we
okay,
do it through, like, Go High Level, but there's like so many. If something were to happen with any of our other businesses, it would be a nice way to just have it contained, you know, and like different price models for ourselves within, you know. I mean, but that depends on what you want to do with your company. I mean, I'm not telling you.
Right. Because we're not quite a full white label like Go High Level, but we do offer like reseller programs, definitely. Like, and I've done all different types of reseller programs where I have people that have completely relabeled it. In fact, there's another networking community called the Happy Neighborhood Project, and they actually relabeled the product, and they call it like Happy Video Marketing or something. And they resell it as their own product and everything. So, and their users are aware of Dubb and stuff. So we work closely with our resellers here to build sort of custom programs, but webhook upgrades are coming. That's a more technical thing versus like a deal structure. So yeah.
I will use Dubb when we're done here to send you a video about the webhook use cases.
Yeah. Perfect, exactly. And then Tony, you can do the same, or you can type something out for me, or Bridget and I are gonna come up with some. So just stay tuned for them. And webhooks are really cool because they're so flexible. It's like an open-ended question type of thing. So, all right, guys, one last piece here to share, and then I'll give the show back. Okay, we talked about the creation tools, the Chrome extension, website, desktop, all those apps. We talked about the packaging, so instant landing pages, as many as you want, different templates for different pages and different uses. Now, the last part of this, guys, is distribution, so sharing. I kind of touched on this already. There are direct integrations in most of the most popular systems. There's either a button built right in, like Gmail, Outlook, LinkedIn, etc. There's universal copy and paste ability inside of any system. So even if you have a white label, high level, or any other version, MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, Constant Contact, any of these platforms, guys, there's a universal ability to integrate with this button right here. So I'm in the platform of my choice. I click the button, and right here under advanced, you're going to see it automatically optimized for the system that I'm in. So if I'm on MailChimp, it's automatically optimized for MailChimp. And I can simply copy or take the individual elements like an image, a link, whatever I want, and add those elements, HTML included, over into my system, MailChimp, a high level, ActiveCampaign, any of those. So Dubb directly integrates with any system, any of the more popular systems you guys might already be using. So that's existing. Now, Dubb also has its own standalone CRM and marketing and stuff like that. So for people that are on high level or ActiveCampaign or HubSpot or whatever, I am never advising to reinvent the wheel. I say those systems are powerful. And if you already know them, perfect. You don't have to relearn a new system. We're just going to be adding videos into those systems through the integrations. If you don't already have something like Go High Level or HubSpot or something else, then I would say Dubb is an option for you. Like it's one to look at among the crowd, right? Go High Level, and I'll tell you guys too, the main difference between something like Dubb's automation and High Levels, High Levels is a little bit more advanced, a few more like the webhook situation, but they also provide the SendGrid and Twilio as part of the account. Dubb's is a little bit different. We're agnostic. You bring any email provider and any SMS provider to Dubb to set up these automations. However, you have to bring the providers yourself. We don't sign up for you guys. You sign up for your SMS and email providers and connect them to Dubb. That's one of the primary differences. So that's the final piece, is you're either integrating Dubb into your existing systems or using Dubb as the standalone sort of CRM and marketing automation tool. The difference between videos and regular emails is tracking. When you send a video via any message, that means via email, via text message, any of those channels, you're able to track the results. And that means we get to see specifically who watched the video, what percentage, where they were, did they click your buttons that say I'm interested? So for example, if you're in High Level, you send one video through an automation or a bulk email to thousands of people. Now we get to see specifically of those thousands of people who watched, when, how many times, what percent, where they were. It just basically gives you guys a lot better ammunition for follow-up and other activities, other sales and marketing activities, because now you'll get to see specifically who's doing what percentage, not just that they viewed a page. You'll know exactly how long they spent on that page. So this is the final piece of Dubb, is the full CRM and the tracking components that happen through the integrations or using the CRM. That's all the core stuff. And now, guys, there's a brand new beta feature. I just got a tease here just because it's on all of our minds, Dubb minds right now. We have a webinar next week. Registration, I'll just put this link in the chat. It is announcing this feature right here. This is a AI, it's like ChatGPT, except it's customized for you. It's your own personal ChatGPT that's specific to like sales. Because what it's going to do is it's going to be trained on your resource links. So I'll just show you guys the actual creation for this. So like right here is the SIA assistant. And it's trained on your resource links. So your website, your support centers, your PDFs, documents, web pages, whatever you want. Your FAQs, it's trained on. And then it's also trained to present your calls to action. So what do you want someone to do? Do you want them to book a time in a calendar? Do you want them to fill out a form, register for a webinar, like this case? So this is the difference between ChatGPT and SIA, is what we're calling it, is it presents your calls to actions for your clients. So it lives on your video pages, on your assets, but it's trained specifically on all your stuff. So it answers questions as though it's you. It's also designed to capture leads. So it can, if you put this on social and you don't have their information yet, it will capture their information, phone, preferred contact method, whatever, and add it to the CRM. So it does lead capture, call to action presentation, and of course, everything else that like a ChatGPT would do, answering questions, providing outlines, all that stuff as well. So this is the future of Dubb, is SIA, where you can incorporate these AI assistants. And it's also not going to be down here, guys. It's going to be like over here. Let me just show you the newer version. So we're incorporating fully into the technology. It's optional, right? You don't have to use it, but that's the future of it.
Hey, I just
So,
want to bring to everyone's attention, though, that inside of that chat, it actually can share clickable links. It's not just informational. You can actually share clickable links. That's super cool.
right, like your CTA, maybe it's a calendar. In our case, it's the register for the webinar, and it presents that webinar registration link. So it'll do your links as well. It's all link based right now for the call to action, guys, because it doesn't do what it's like. Call me, and it gives you a phone number. That's not as good as like, here's the link to take action, purchase now or whatever. So it can give phone numbers though. It can do whatever you want. It'll do whatever you tell it to.
Charles, question?
Yeah, hands and
Wow.
questions. Sure.
Yeah. So I had threw it in the chat, and I apologize because I hopped on late, but I was really excited to get on the call because I've been playing with Dubb, the version and stuff like that. As far as and you talked about backgrounds, do you have the ability to basically, I guess, create dynamic backgrounds per contact? Like if I record a video and then I wanted the background to be different per contact?
There is and when you say background, are you talking about virtual background or page background?
Yeah, virtual background.
Yeah. So guys, I saw a technology. There's a cool tool called SendSpark that also an integration with high level. The problem is they don't track. Like you can't track the results of who's watching the video. And that's really where their technology was limited. They released a feature that does this dynamic backgrounds. The problem with that feature is two things. One, it only works for people that have very specific business domains, like @dubb.com. Because if it has dubb.com, then it can go to the dubb.com website and put this as the background. That's the limit to that technology, though, is it's only going to work with those types of domains, emails. If they're an Outlook, a Yahoo, it fails because it can't do anything with them. It also won't work for LinkedIn profiles because LinkedIn profiles are not visible unless you're logged in, right? Like if I go try to view this page, that's not a visible profile. Like this is what the background would look like if you did that with a scan with a tool to dynamically add it. So we've thought about that feature a lot. We thought it was really cool when we heard about it, but when we actually go to implement it, it's so limited that it only works with those business emails, and that's like it. Now, that's one way to do it, meaning dynamically, meaning automatically. But what we have it set up is the sort of template where you spend about 15 to 45 seconds on their page, and then everything, you just say, hey, Ruben, like I go here, and this is the page, and I actually just say, hey, Ruben, I wanted to share something with you. And then it goes into that video. So that's what we've actually done to make that scalable, where you can do that same style, except instead of uploading a list and getting automatic videos, you're going through one at a time, like 15 to 45 seconds a piece.
Okay. Now,
one other version I'll show you, which is to unlock the same exact idea. Instead of you recording the video, you can have a VA, a virtual assistant, do this. So I record one video one time, this one. Then I have my virtual assistant come do exactly what I'm about to show you. I pull up the person's website or their link. I give my VA the list of the LinkedIn profiles or the websites. My VA goes through the list and does this. Wait, actually, let me share my sound on the thing really quick. Share, sound, share. Okay, and
hey there, it's Darius. I just wanted to put a quick face to the name, make this video for you. And the reason why I actually wanted to share this video is...
So you get my point, is that will be a pre-recorded video where you're saying, hey, it's Darius. Thanks so much for connecting. I was checking out your LinkedIn profile here, and I wanted to share something with you. So it looks and sounds like I'm doing a custom video just for them. But if you notice, I left out the first name. So this is a narrator feature where your VA, your whoever, can come record 100 of these videos in minutes, or well, I guess 100 would take some time as long as this video is, but they can do that very rapidly, very quickly, and it looks and feels like a highly personalized video, but you recorded it actually just one time. So both of those options are what we have built in answer to that question you had, which is I want dynamic backgrounds, I want different backgrounds. There's just too many limits to do it so automatically, and so those are our next best options for those. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, right on. Good questions. All right. I think that's everything I have in the chat and the Q&A.
Manolo has his hand up there.
Oh, Manolo, my friend, go ahead. Oh, your mic is off. Manolo, your mic. You got to turn the mic on.
Muted.
There you go. Yeah, I was like, I saw you going. I want to hear you though.
Now you can hear me.
There we go. There we go.
Awesome. Love your presentation. Love it. Have never heard about your product before because otherwise I've been on it. But we got to get to the nitty gritty.
Let's do it.
With Bridget, we get a 50% discount. Is that
50%
actually
to start? It's off the first month, or I think it's 30 off the total. So it's not 50% off entirety. It's 50% off to start for that specific code. Now we do promotions often though, guys, like Black Fridays, just as an example, like we'll do promotions every periodically and we'll go do announcements and say, hey guys, upgrade annually and save another chunk. So we'll have a lot of people that'll start monthly, like on a promotion like Bridget's, where it's half off your first month. And then you can upgrade annually to save 30%, or you can stay monthly and wait until our next promotion comes out and then take advantage of that. It's usually anywhere between 10 and 30% off additionally.
So here's what happened. Your product is great, but it takes on learning. If I'm going to invest my time on learning, I don't want to go monthly because it took me a while to learn Restream and Descript, and they're limited. So if I'm gonna jump on your plan, which I think is awesome, I'm gonna invest time learning it. And I don't want to have to do it monthly and then get it in a special. How about you give us a yearly will be so much with the discount?
Okay.
What do you think?
I think that's great. I love it. I love negotiating. Two things. One, let me hook you up with something right now. And two, I want you to not feel that you have to spend so much time learning it on your own, only because there's two opportunities. There's that live session that I do every day where if you come and you tell me, here's my business, here's what I want to do, here's my ideas, I'm going to record a session just for you that shows you exactly what you should be doing. And then from there, you book your one-on-one training where we actually go and set up those shortcuts and those things and show you how to use them. So you don't, it's not like going to IKEA and building everything for yourself. It's like you go to IKEA, someone helps you build it. It's like that. So two things. One, let me give you this promotion right now. The best I can do for this small group here would be a quarter, 25% off everything forever. And that stacks with the annual. So if you guys wanted to pay annually, you automatically get 30% off. An additional 25% is what I'm going to give to Bridget's audience here. You guys stuck around for an hour, so I really appreciate it. 25% off in perpetuity, and that stacks with the
perpetuity.
Perpetuity. Yeah. Bridget, what should that code be?
It should be Vision.
Vision. Love it. Let me go in my system right now. Stripe. You guys are probably familiar with that, some of you. And I will make that coupon. And I'm going to do two. I'm going to do all caps and all lowercase because I always get issues with that. They're like, I tried the coupon, it didn't work. And I'm like, oh, did you capitalize the first letter, the second letter? So we said vision or visions? Vision, right?
Let's do Vision. VISION.
Vision, and I'm just going to put 25 just to make sure it's very specific. Vision 25, guys, is the actual code. I'm going to do a capital version and a lowercase version. And there we go. Vision 25, I'll just put it in the chat. Vision 25. I almost put 15.
Manila's my manager, if you didn't know.
Oh, did not know. Awesome. He's a great job. I thought he was just like your guy here. He's like,
no, he really is. He's my unofficial manager.
I'm going to step up for everybody here. Go to bat. Appreciate that. So, okay. And then this one's all caps. Vision 25. So there's one all lowercase, guys, one all capitals. Both offer the same opportunity. And that's
use that. Go to myvisionagency.com/Dubb and then use that promo code Vision, and you'll be able to claim that discount.
Yeah. And then the other thing, guys, is Bridget, if guys, we're super transparent. I know Bridget is as well. And I that's why I love working with people like Bridget, because we're the same. And so, guys, you're her audience. She deserves credit for introducing this tool, bringing. And so if any of you guys fall through the cracks, I'm going to get her list of emails and you'll be added manually. And we'll do the same for you guys. If you have your own little networking reseller stuff, because I know that's what some of the audience is, we'll do the same for you. You have other people outside of your network. They try to circumvent your partner link or whatever. We have our partner program. We call it a partner program because we want to work closely with you guys. We'll go to bat. We'll go do demos, close deals. We'll do whatever help we can. We just don't have the contacts. You bring us the audience and we'll go to war for you. including, like I said, after post meeting, we'll say, here's everyone that we presented for, who signed up, and we can do some house cleaning afterwards.
Charles,
So,
you have a question?
Yes, and I can't wait to go back and rewatch this. You made a statement and you said that you will get on a call. You do this on a daily basis where we can present to you our business, and then you will then regurgitate back the best use case scenario. Is that what I just understood?
Every single weekday at 10 a.m. I'm there Monday, Wednesdays, Thursdays. I have a sub 2 days. He does a really good job too, though. But every single day, the first thing I do there, I was like, who is new? And if, like, let's say you were in there, I'd say, Charles, thanks so much. Tell me about your business. Tell me what you're looking to accomplish. What are your goals? What's the technologies that you're using? Gmail, Outlook, HubSpot, whatever. You give me that download, and then I literally go press record and show you exactly how I would use the tool based on what you told me you're using and what your goals are. And you have that recording available to you right outside of that session. And yes, that's myself personally 3 days a week. My friend Rob 2 days a week, but he'll do it. I can't say as good a job. Parallel, right? I don't know.
Right.
So yeah, but that's available every day, every weekday.
Okay, and we see that we get an email about that, or how do we get
Well, if you
notified?
sign up to Dubb, free trial or paid, whatever, you'll get links. Those links will all have videos leading to buttons for this training, but I also just put it in the chat. It's just dubb.com/T for training.
Okay, and that's 10 Mountain, is what you said.
10 Pacific, 10 Pacific.
10 Pacific. Okay.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Wow.
That's
the hour. Bridget, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for giving me that.
You're in California. Where are you in California?
We're headquartered just north of Los Angeles, like the Valencia area.
The Valencia area. I know where. I'm in Glendale.
Oh, nice. Right on. Neighbors.
Yeah, pretty close.
Cool.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining today. And thank you, Darius, again for joining. I'm so glad that you were here, because I know in open office hours after the training, everyone had so many questions. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank God Darius was joining us, because I am learning so many things about Dubb. And one thing that you didn't really talk about that I absolutely love Dubb for is supporting the existing customers. It's so much better giving support. I know you guys all know. When you receive a video of me saying, click here and click there and then do that. And then it's so nice to have the different pages so that I can share all the support resources, which is different from marketing on social media, which is also great if you're an affiliate marketer, having that individual page for, say, Dubb. When someone says, hey, Bridget, do you have an affiliate link for this? Or I'm looking for a video messaging software. And I could say, yes, here's my link. And it goes right to me talking about Dubb and my training videos and my affiliate link and all of those super cool things that we can do that just make all of that so much easier and higher converting. So thank you so much, Darius.
I have to say one more thing, just based on what you said, guys. But the Linktree thing, right? Everyone got the Linktree thing because the link in bio. We did an upgraded version of that, guys. We call it Bio Link, and it's like a video page plus Linktree, because you have your video, you have your playlist, then you have your buttons, then you have everything else that you would put on a Linktree page. It's just like an upgrade to Linktree because it has video, multiple video, CTAs, like other stuff on that page. So guys, you can replace your Linktree with the free version of Dubb, let alone the paid one. The paid one, you can go really crazy and do cool stuff. But yeah, definitely replacement for link in bio.
Yeah, absolutely. That's for sure. And I love to use the bio link on social media. So yeah, it's a godsend. So
and
thank
now
you
with
so
Sia
much
on it too. Like
yeah, I know.
Big upgrades, guys. It's coming. There's more.
This is why I said I could talk about this like for 2 weeks. I probably need like a whole other week of training on Dubb just to like barely scratch the surface of all the cool things. So really, thank you so much for joining. And of course, if you guys, the next time, and I know that you will, come out with some super cool things, feel free to join us and on Fridays. And
definitely will. Thank you so much, Bridget. Appreciate you guys, everybody. Happy Friday, guys. Have a great weekend. See you soon. Thanks.
I did want to share with all of you guys who are still here. Of course, we need to spin the wheel. We can't forget that. So I do want to make sure to enter in here. And Darius, you're welcome to stick around if you, every week we, whoever attends gets to get their name in a drawing and we spin the wheel.
Yeah, I'll stick around and see what it's like.
Do you want your name in the drawing, Darius? Do you want a free?
I feel like that's not fair,
application
but
with
I
me?
mean, I couldn't say no, but I mean, I feel like it's like a not fair. Yeah, I don't know.
Sure.
Feels like it's a rigged or something.
A little bit. I don't know. Sometimes it feels rigged because
Yeah,
Frankie
right.
and Maria are like our #1 winners. It seems like the wheel just loves them.
It's the algorithm.
Yeah, really. All right, so let's see here. Let me make sure that I have everyone here. Can't forget Manolo and Charles and Miss Frankie, our repeated winner, and Janai. Okay, and we have Keith. And okay, I think that's everyone. I'm going to call your name. Make sure if I do not call your name that you let me know. So we have Maria, Ray, Rick, Sam, Tony, Manolo, Charles, Frankie, Janai, and Keith. Did I miss anyone?
Yeah, you missed Anna Connie.
Oh, Anna. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I know that I'm butchering your name. I'm so sorry. Okay, Anna Connie, you're on there, even if it's spelled wrong. Anyone else? All righty. So if you are watching anywhere, just know you do need to be in the Zoom meeting to get your name entered. So if you're watching anywhere else, just know that doesn't count. You can't comment on YouTube and say me. You have to join us in the meeting. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel. Like I said, whoever
My name's Charles
wins.
too. I thought that was me.
What?
No, I'm saying like, oh, my name's on there though.
Yeah.
It's not you. It's not the same one.
It's Miss Janai.
All right.
Woo!
All righty, Miss Janai.
Woo!
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I will send you the email when we're done here so you can book your session. Did anybody else have any questions for me or Darius before we hop on out of here and have the most amazing weekend we've ever had in our lives?
Right. The last one of summer. It still feels like summer. It's not
Oh,
anymore.
basic question. I'm sorry, Bridget question. When you if I have an older version of a workflow and I'm trying to reinstate that, how do I do that?
An older version of a workflow that you're
You know how
trying.
you know how you look at the versions of a workflow? I clicked the button for the version, but it didn't
It didn't update?
it didn't update. That's a
Hmm.
support thing I probably need to, because it should, when you click on it, it should just update, right?
Did you save it? Like click to the previous version and then save? And then maybe refresh and save?
No, I didn't do it. It wouldn't pop up on the
Like-
screen.
Oh, it didn't.
I could, yeah, so the button to save was there.
I
It
would
was like
say
grayed out because nothing changed.
I would say use Dubb, record a video of that, and then send that to support.
Will
There
do.
you go. Perfect.
All righty. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. As always,